The Morrison government has been dealt a significant blow, with internal polling showing the Liberal Party is set to lose almost all of its Victorian seats at this year's election. 9 News can reveal 3 cabinet members and the Speaker could be out of Parliament.
Make your way to the starting line.
The Treasurer striding in to make a splash and trying to keep his head above the water. But Deputy Liberal leader Josh Frydenberg could be one of 11 Victorian Liberal MPs to lose their seat in the upcoming election.
There's no complacency, and all my colleagues are working hard to deliver for their electorates and for the state.
Internal state polling taken around the time of Victoria's state election last November predicts a wipeout. The Treasurer's blue ribbon seat, previously held with a 26% margin, could change hands. Minister for Women Kelly O'Dwyer's seat, held with a 16-point gap, could also fall. So too Health Minister Greg Hunt and the seats of Population Minister Alan Tudge and Assistant Minister Sarah Henderson.
The polls are not with us at the moment, but I believe this is going to be very, very tight.
It's also not looking good for Speaker Tony Smith, while just 2 of Victoria's Liberal MPs might survive, Tim Wilson and Education Minister Dan Tehan.
My focus has always been on the Victorian people and the Australian people more generally.
One of the consistent negative factors for the Liberal Party in polling has been the ousting of Malcolm Turnbull. One Victorian Liberal has told 9 News the losses at the general election will be deep and profound if the private polling is replicated at the ballot box. The Victorian losses alone would be enough for the government to lose the election. And from a looming political wasteland to the Graceland of parks, Deputy Prime Minister Michael McCormack.
Viva Las Vegas, Las Parks!
Keeping the spirit of Elvis alive.
Thank you very much.
While his Liberal Party colleagues appear set to leave the building.
And Jonathan Kersley has more on why this really isn't the greatest of starts to the year for the Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister will be back in the public eye tomorrow. The summer holiday is over. And Scott Morrison returns to not only bad polling in Victoria, but at least 8 coalition-held seats in Queensland could be at risk. There's problems too in South Australia, Western Australia, and concerns over some seats the Liberal Party holds in New South Wales. Remember, the government is already in a minority, so it actually needs to win back seats if it's going to win the election. But the coalition is losing ground. The Prime Minister has often said he has a mountain to climb, but it's hard to see how he reaches the summit from here.